What's up, guys? Welcome back to RRHQ. It is finally time because I'm getting to crunch time for a graduation party that's going to be hosted here in the shop. Kind of a grand opening, would you say, because it'll be the first time people are actually here when it's supposed to be finished. I've got a lot of exterior wall work to do, so it's interior, but I think you know what I mean. It's the exterior walls. I'm going to start in this back wall where I'm going to be doing a 3/4 ACX grade plywood, kind of like a cabinet grade plywood. I'm going to paint it. And the reason I'm only going with plywood back here is because this is probably where all of my lever rack and shelving is going to be. So I want something nice, straight, flat, solid on the back. And then there's going to be a lot of other really cool things happening in the shop. So this is the first, probably the most boring part. So we're going to get some base trim set up. We're going to lay some plywood down, get it all fastened. And this will be where the interior starts for these exterior walls in the shop. And I'm excited to get this done because I'm, as much as I love the Myrex, I'm tired of looking at it. It's time for some finishes. So this base trim here is just a metal base, and it just gives us something to set our ACX plywood to. I think it's a nice clean install. Okay. Kind of messed up when I put this trim on. I left a gap here, but I'm about an 1/8 inch shy, so I must have planned 7/8 J or something.
No, so what it was,
oh no,
I remember.
Oh,
we talked about doing steel on this, and it's just that black. We used a black piece of J.
Oh, we did use it there, black J. Yeah, 7/8 J.
7/8 J, yeah.
Yeah. So what I said, I was planning on 7/8 J, but.
I'm assuming.
1 second. All right, so we got the base trim on. That's nice and level. We've got a piece of J channel over here in the corner, and I just went ahead and Greg and I put these 3 lasers. So I've got my Stabila, a Bosch, a DeWalt. Usually we just use the Stabila. I had these other ones in my storage here because obviously people are always sending out tools to test, but I do have partners that I work with directly, being Stabila is one of them and a major partner for many years. So I definitely love my Stabila, but for what we're doing inside, it's nice to have a couple other lasers because basically what we've done is set up the lasers so that we have center lines on all of these. What we're gonna be using is this screw here. It's a GRK, and I just think this will be even cleaner than using a nail head. Yes, I will have a screw head that is visible, but we'll flush them up. It's a very small head, and I think it's going to look really good down this wall. So that is something that we're going to do. The other thing is this here is a wire. I originally thought that my mini split wiring was going to be up here, and then I did the directions. I read them, which is what you're supposed to do, and realized that actually I need power outside. So we ran this 220 230 volt, whatever, outside. This is going to be a 30 amp, and that will power up the mini split unit. So we are good to go. I may have to move these outlets depending on where the joints line up. I tried to think ahead, but yeah, I think we're ready. All right, let's go ahead, get her in that J. What? Stick it in that J first. Up.
Get my fingers out of
Yeah, don't worry about your fingers. They grow back.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. There we go. All right. Now, let's come over here. Dang. All right, all right. Looks like it needs to come out a hair on the bottom, so that's not good. Oh, maybe not.
I don't know, dude. It looks pretty.
Okay, I think it's going to be pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit. Let me go ahead and hit this. Yeah. Okay. Dude, that's like perfect for this guy.
Honestly, not bad.
Now, I mean, I think you're pretty good.
I would agree.
Run the laser.
Beautiful.
22.
Yep.
Like 22, 3/8, 24. We don't have that many to cut, you know?
No. 3, I think. 4, 5, 6.
So we have a couple.
Yes. But they're not bad.
But they're not bad, dude. I'm gonna do better next time. Okay. Bottom, or just push it tight?
It's got some cupping to it.
Heck yeah, dude, that's gonna look good. I love the way, this was about 60 bucks a panel, and I could have went with BCX, which is a lower grade. You definitely can notice the difference in quality, and it was like $60 cheaper to go to BCX, so I was like, forget it. We're using ACX, even if it's gonna get covered. This is a much nicer product, and it'll paint up real nice.
That's how close we are. Am I good on that base?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look pretty good. Okay, I'll snug her up and
Yeah, I'm good to go.
good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so go figure, I had this box here. This is to be able to switch power up here in case I wanted to do some lights or something. I don't even know, I've got it here, and we've got a power ran up there for something, but it's right where a 4-foot joint is gonna be. So we're gonna move this. At the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and move this, and it's always smart. Every time you do anything like this, if you don't do it every day and didn't do it yourself the first time, so I don't know what the wiring means, snap a picture, and then when you take it all off, you can make sure that you didn't mess something up. Even though it's pretty easy, W is white, but blue is C for some reason, and over here, RC is red. So, I don't know.
That should be good, right?
Probably, it'll be fine, yeah.
Whoever cut that, put it in there pretty nice.
Okay, so let's just move this. I'm gonna have to pull that.
You are in the way of your laser.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to think about this, and hopefully I got enough wire to do this. I think I'll be happier with this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little excessive. We can just kind of tuck that
There's
up.
a post.
Oh yeah. It's not going nowhere.
You'd be close.
Let me get
That outlet
check
good.
this. So, last piece here is a little bit unfortunate because it ended up being pretty small, but it kind of is what it is. So what I did was I put some nailers on the backside just to span this distance so that I can put enough screws in to make sure this never kind of goes weird on me. So we're just going to tuck this in our J. That's going to go right there. And then we'll make sure everything's nice and tight where we like it. Screw it off. Pretty simple. That J will get taken care of up there later when we do the rest of the steel, and then we'll J against it for this wall. So there we go. Got some screwing off to do in between all the middles, get it all secured, and then this will be ready for paint. Once I get it painted, then I can go to the top and start working on the top steel. So that'll be next. Today we're going to be spraying this, we're going to be getting it sealed up so we can move on to our Mr. Cool DIY mini split up here. It's becoming summertime. This room is going to be the hottest room, so I definitely want to get that done. Get this sealed up, get our primer on. That way we can move on to flooring, but also so we can hang our Mr. Cool DIY. Graco was kind enough to send out this Ultra 450. I'm not being paid to talk about it in any positive light, but I will tell you it looks cool. I don't know. I mean, it looks good. We will see how good it performs. It's a new model. It's a 450 Ultra. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get this set up. I have a paint sprayer by Graco that I bought probably, give or take, 2005-06 time range when I finished my first remodel. And so I kind of have a little bit of an understanding of how to set these up. So let's go ahead and run through this. This is not a tutorial by any means. But first thing we need to do is get this hooked up, Greg. We need to get it primed, get our material in, and then we're gonna start spraying. Okay. The good thing is, I talked to my buddy Kiefer, Toolaholic. Have you ever met Kiefer? Kiefer's a good dude, he's a Canadian. So he's by all rights, he's just a nice guy. But he is also a tool guru on Instagram, and he has done a ton of stuff with Graco. So when I reached out to him and said, dude, which is the best sprayer? He said, go with Graco. And so if you don't know Kiefer, go look at him. But Greg, here you go. Take that bad boy.
I'm assuming this goes on this little nozzle.
Yes, it does. I just took the cap off. So you go ahead and do that. There's a 5/8 and 11/16 is what it should be.
Okay. Doesn't seem like it's going on that easily.
Yeah, you'll get it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and unroll this thing because it's that fresh, crazy. It's gonna be like any high pressure line, man. They're so annoying. Greg, maybe I didn't even need an extension cord. I think I got enough hose here to go across my whole building.
It seems like it. I mean, this is a professional grade.
Well, 100%,
sprayer, right?
This is professional grade. This ain't no DIY. You know, this is like it's over $1,000 sprayer, man. This is good stuff. Okay, you good?
I think so.
All right, let's go ahead and get this opened up.
I mean, is there any torque set specs?
No, just don't over tighten it.
Okay, hand tightened. Close enough.
All right, let's see. I've yet to know what the digital screen is specifically for because my old one definitely not have a digital screen.
It's a smart controller, so
probably pressure and but there's a pressure gauge right here too, so.
Well, that's to turn it up and down. Yeah. The gauge is probably
here's the thing. My good friends at Graco said, Kyle, this is more than what you need, but it will allow you to do everything. So this is the type of sprayer that's kind of like an all-in-one. So if you're gonna buy one, just get one that can do everything that you're ever gonna need. I am literally so excited. I've got all of my flooring sitting downstairs. So that's kind of the big key to getting the mini split in, which I want painted first. Before I do that, is so that I can get the flooring up here, make sure it's nice and acclimated, and get it laid down. Okay,
Okay, there that is.
All right. You know, they sent this. I feel like, why not, right, Greg? Might as well.
Yeah.
I think
Might
we
as
need
well.
oh no. Let's go ahead and put this one on.
Oh, it's in there.
Okay. Where did you find that?
Back one page, I think. Yeah.
Right there. Use spray tip A to insert. Okay, here. Let's see if I can do that. I didn't want to push it out.
It makes it a little bit easier to understand.
So you think this is gonna, that's not gonna do that? What?
No, you gotta use a tip, brother.
I understand that, but is this just gonna push out, you think? Okay, there we go. Now we got it changed out, that was easy. I just, you know, the first time you got a brand new tool, you gotta make sure you do it right. Even though it probably is like suggested, not necessary type thing, you know? Okay, right here.
Here we go.
Fill throat with throat seal. Place it, doesn't say, fill the space between the pump rod and the packing nut seal. Fill the space? It says right there. Place it into the top center opening of the grill. Right here. And you fill, squeeze bottle dispense enough TSL to fill the space between the pump rod and the packing nut seal. So we gotta get this back in. Have to like push up at the same time.
I see that. Where you at?
Got it. I hope. Now I gotta get my side. Oh man, we should probably not take here. Let me.
Well, it comes off so you can replace that.
Yeah, but I don't know how to get it back up. Yeah, that's plenty enough. I've seen it kind of overflow. Okay, that's good there. Was there? I thought there was two places to put some oil. No?
I only saw the one.
Okay. Okay, so we got our water. Water is an approved flushing material. Go ahead and stick that in there, my guy. You got it. You got it. Nice. Okay. Plug that sucker in.
We're supposed to use a metal bucket so we can ground it, the machine.
Well, we have a grounded plug, so that's good. And I don't have any metal buckets, so what are you gonna do, you know? Go ahead and turn it on. While holding gun trigger, turn prime valve. Oh, that's the problem. Oh no.
No, it's good.
Yeah, we're good. It's coming out, see? We just gotta do it for a minute. It's a good time to read the rest of the directions while we're doing this for a minute. Okay, now let's go ahead and get this out. Let's get the paint ran through it. We'll run it into this until we're out, and then we're good to go, man.
Just take that off. We don't want that on there.
I agree, it's just gonna get a mess. All right, so this is gonna go, I don't need this anymore.
Correct.
We can always get new, fresh, clean
That's just
water. Yep. This is gonna go into this one, and whatever. That's why you lay down cardboard, you know? You know, remember, Greg, the one thing we learned about primer, or paint and primer. Do I need to mix it?
Yeah, do you want to mix it?
I kind of shook it up. It's white paint, it's primer.
Primer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all the garbage paint.
It's all the garbage paint. There is no such thing as
Okay,
real.
good?
Yep, go ahead, drop it in.
Watch my bucket.
Go ahead. Yep. So we're gonna let this come through. We're gonna wait till we see some paint.
Well, are we supposed to see paint?
No, okay, go ahead. I'm waiting. Okay, now go ahead, turn it to regular. Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
And now we're gonna run this until we see paint for at least 10 seconds. Then we know we got all the water out of the.
Do you want me to turn it up to half?
Yep. All right, now we're counting. Okay. All right. We'll get a couple test swaths to see how it looks.
Yep. You're just gonna do that right here on this cardboard?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. you know?
Watch your back foot.
Just so I'm not going on the wall. So we want to be about 2,000 PSI. It's a nice feature.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get my N95. That's all I got. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna spray. Greg is gonna come behind me. We got the 18-inch Purdy. There's a $20 roller, Greg.
So I'm just
You're taking
lines off.
You're just taking. Well, you're just gonna even it out because I'm not a pro. I'm not a.
You see, you want to do like half laps?
Always, yes. Yep. All right. I'm excited. Let's do this. Where's my N95?
Wow, that's.
Dude, that's a nice looking finish.
That really is. I don't even know if you got to go over it with a brush. So you want me to roll?
Yeah. It's just cheap insurance to get a nice even coat, man. Because I'm not 100% sold on my abilities as a painter. It's definitely not too thick down here.
No, where you started was not that thick.
There you go. Move it. Yep. We're under control, dude. Learning curve. It's all good, man. It looks great. Not bad. I mean, I know you guys are going to say, why don't you just hire a painter? Listen. It's not that deep. This is my own property and I like to learn things and get better at stuff. And to be honest, this is not hard. This is a new sprayer. I'm getting it figured out. I could have went and used my old one that's probably 20 years old, but what fun is that? Like, it's always cool to do new things. So Greg, you're doing a good job. It looks good. It'll be, you know, it was nice to see it all dried up, you know? That's when you kind of get a good look at it. That'll keep it from seeping down. Let's go and take this side. Oh. Okay. There. Back to it. I'm way more covered in paint, and guys, I was worried about my cameras getting covered in paint. So maybe the footage isn't as great as possible, but we'll get this wrapped up we got to clean up. I got to get out of here, and we'll get you back up there when this is kind of cleaned up and ready to see. I know I did a video entirely on a Mr. Cool DIY mini split install in my personal garage. I just wanted to include this at RRHQ just for the continuity of the entire story of this build. I've already installed the one out in my shop. Now I'm going to be installing the one here upstairs in the rec room. And this one is really important, I think, because up here, second story, tall ceilings, big southern exposure with lots of windows. This is going to be a warmer space come summertime, and I want to make sure I can keep it cool, keep it comfortable, and keep it dehumidified. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip through, show you the process of putting in the Mr. Cool here in RRHQ if you don't wanna go watch the full install in my earlier videos. Just to contain the dust a little bit, gotta make a big hole. Go 11 inches. All right. It's not heavy though. It's just a slide easy, so you got to be careful. Whenever you're ready. No. Okay. Now, just don't let it move, okay? Lift it up slightly. Come on. Okay. Take the weight off. Okay. Hold it. Okay, go ahead and set it down. Okay. Now, just gonna loop it around to there. Awesome, guys. So last night I kind of ran out of daylight and I got everything hooked up on the Mr. Cool. I ended up getting the power and the wiring done, but didn't share that here in the video. So we've got the unit up, we've got the remote. Let's give it a try. Boom, that is a good sign. We've got access on my phone. Check this out. So now I have all 3 of my mini splits installed. I got the garage out in the shop, and now we have the rec room. It's powered on. It's saying it's 58 degrees up here, so I don't think I'm gonna need to run that, nor will it run much at 72. But the nice thing is you can see I got all this paint done. I ended up putting a whole nother coat on the ceiling. You know what, prime drywall or unprimed drywall takes a lot of paint. So this space is now ready for the next step, which is gonna be what's in these boxes. This is Express Track from Uponor. It's gonna go over top of the subfloor. It's gonna hold all of the radiant PEX tubing because this spot will also have radiant heat. I don't know that it's needed now that I have the mini split because that's a heat pump. It will heat this space as well, but I'm gonna do it anyway because why not? I'm already this far. I've got the manifolds, everything's ready to go. And then it will be ready for our flooring, which I am stoked. This space is looking awesome. I can't wait to tear all this plastic off the windows and just have this space glow. If you guys are gonna stick around for this final reveal and get this shop all done, definitely would appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed these little fun little, I guess, not full build videos, but just the process of what's going on here at RRHQ, give the video a thumbs up. I'm gonna enjoy this air conditioning even though I don't really need it up here right now. And I'll catch you guys on another video.